They just don't know how strong or powerful they are until they get their memory back.
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them.
Great Knights. That's Batman. This is this age's Batman.
The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Hey! MVP. Nice. Alright.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois.
Gerald's just like, fuck off, leave me alone, please.
And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garreg Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
I'm a bandit. That is correct.
Is that so?
I guess.
Physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
The Knights of Seros? They do seem rather skilled.
Oh. I can now hear her talking.
It seems your presence is required. Get going.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question.
Thank you. Oh my god.
You're clearly an experienced mercenary.
Who did that again?
And your father. That would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker, former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
Hold on. Keep that open. Former Captain Knights of Seros, oft praised, strongest knights ever lived. Have I missed anything? I didn't know he was a captain.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garreg Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat.
Oh my god, Claude. And this is the one that you guys want?
These two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day.
I like red.
A lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
We'll take a new vote. We'll take a new vote once it's time.
Ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me? Naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now. I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please,
oh, is this where I get
do
recruited?
consider returning to the kingdom with me?
Oh, God.
Whoa there. You two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are
Hold on,
so
hold on.
impressed
We
by
will
you
take
that you
a vote, and I need everyone's help in chat. I forget the names already. All right, hold on, because now they're posting the names. Fire Emblem, Three Houses names. Here we go. I just need a page with the 3 houses. Fuck. Yeah, oh god. Okay, so I think the top, okay, yeah. So the top one is red, the middle one is blue, and the yellow one is the bottom. So on the count of 3, everyone in chat, say which one you like. Red is the girl, blue is the middle guy with the yellow hair, and yellow guy is the archer dude. So that's 1 for blue. Bottom is red? I don't think so. Blue, red. Do we literally have 3? Do we literally have 3? Is that it? God damn it. Fuck. I need to find the fucking house names. Hold on. I found a video. Can you just show me? Fuck. If there's anyone else in chat, please vote. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to. Here we go. Wait, I found another video. Maybe that it actually shows me the 3 houses. Oh. Okay. No. Wait. Yeah. So no. Top is red. Middle is blue. Bottom one is yellow. I found it out. Red, blue, yellow. Okay. I mean, I could easily end this. I could just go ask Story and see what she says. Do we want to ask her? Yeah, ask her. All right. Let me pull up the 3 houses. Okay, hold on. Let me ask her. We have a decision. We have a decision. After having to look up the characters, since it doesn't show us on our screen right now, we do have a decision. We're going with red. I will say this. Originally, when I told her about the game, she was all for yellow. I told her about the 3 characters. It changed from yellow to blue, and then she's like, it's either blue or red, and she's like, I'm gonna go with red. So, red it is.
A wise choice. Though the Empire has fallen from its former glory, the other regions are merely offshoots that pale in comparison.
All right, that's enough.
She went with yellow originally because she said
Head back to the
Hufflepuff,
monastery.
but then she looked at the
like we'll have to
guy.
pick this up another time.
I explained to him like his demeanor, and she was like,
My,
she's like, I
they're
don't like
in
him.
such a hurry. You know, each of the 3 is most unique.
She is a refined young woman, but I feel as though she is always evaluating me. He seems quite sincere, but I sense darkness lurking beneath. His easy smile is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again.
Why do you keep saying Nazi?
I may be sleeping, but
I want to know what's with green hair bitch. What's her deal? But I might do more than one playthrough on stream. I think there is also multiplayer as well.
Clouds, great tree moon, 3 houses.
Okay. I have to pee as well.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great
that does not make me Nazi, all right? That's called genetics.
The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
I get that, but that doesn't mean that this man is a Nazi. For all we know, like she said that he did have like a dark. Oh my god! Like they have these like fully animated like cutscenes.
This will be your first time at the monastery.
Oh,
I'd
we have
be
another
happy to
ad.
show you around.
It really is
Or did we?
Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
Did we have another loots pop up? Honestly, like I think oh, there it is. I get like a little auditory beep now, which is nice. Someone did loots again. Thank you.
There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
No, Batman and Chris. Thank you. Thanks, Random. I love it. Garrett mocks the monastery. Oh, there was some boob jiggling. Was he trying to like look at her boob? Was he trying to look at her boobs?
Ray is here.
Who? Oh. Oh, is that the chick from Jiggle Physics? Jiggle. I've seen enough of this game.
Did the flow of time bring you here?
Oh, God.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
I would too. You've been here before?
I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Who, Chester? The Archbishop?
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald.
Oh, she's
I
cute.
wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see.
Oh.
My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts.
They all have
from
like
Eloise.
awesome names and stuff
What is
like
your
that, and
name?
I'm just Chadette. My name is.
A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy.
Yeah, there's some cool ads that pop
You
in
already know what it is I
for some
wish
cool
to
games
say, do
too.
you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
Also, I put a pretty spicy text in Lute's message. It's pretty good. Yeah, I like the whole
Force
Lute's
back into the
system.
Knights of
It's
Seros.
free, doesn't cost a dime.
I'm sorry I dragged you into
Helps me
this.
out. You get to
Looks
see
like
some
I'll
cool
be stuck
ads.
here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must work here? As a mercenary?
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
What?
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Okay, that was
It's you
cryptic.
then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest scholar and professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
Oh.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Okay. You're a physician?
I look too pretty for that line of work, do I? But yes, when I'm not teaching, I can be found in the infirmary. If you're ever lonely, please do come and pay me a visit. I would love to.
Oh.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature
God.
of each, have you?
I did too. He's like
Do you
straight to the
really
point.
not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for
Black
students
Eagle,
from the
that's
Adrestian
the name.
Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House
I
is
say
for
pizza.
students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say.
Looks
I just
German
hope
but
none
has
of those
Russian
little
name.
treasures cause any trouble.
Quite.
I think
For
that I
now,
think the 3
I
houses
suggest
do
taking
eventually
a
like
stroll
come
around
to
the
war.
academy to get
I
your
think
bearings.
that's
And
the
when you have a
premise.
moment, please stop by.
But there's over like 80 hours of gameplay in this
old
game.
man has a point.
With like all the different
Oh,
houses.
and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck.
It's a little aggressive.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision.
There's also a level editor. You can like build your own levels and stuff like that, and I believe there is also multiplayer.
That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well.
Slightly bipolar.
Please consider whether this is an
tabbed it.
unnecessary risk.
Seteth, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward
This is on the Switch.
especially
Only on the
if
Switch.
they are frequenting Barrack Mach.
Yes,
I
I
wish there was a Fire Emblem on
I shall
PC.
continue
That'd
my
be great.
investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
I'm blocking some text. God damn it. Where's my face cam? Face cam, where are you? Face cam. I'll try and move myself over. I'll make myself a little bit smaller. Tell me if that works. I'm tiny now. Oh, I shrunk. I'm tiny man. I may be a tiny man, but I have a beard as big as a house. Tiny beard man. The Adventures of Tiny Beard Man. I like her stockings. They're cool. So what I'm guessing is that each house has characters specific to that house. So these must be the yellow house's characters. And this is who I've chosen. I don't like that man. God. That's the house that we're with. I think this is blue. Oh, shit. So don't fucking touch me. What's up, Zach? And there's Jester's Nazi. I don't know. Yeah, that's her. Rhea is the lady from the beginning, right? She's the lady from the beginning who stabbed man with knife. Nice slow zoom Nazi. Not too bad. So yeah, so unlike other Fire Emblems, we actually can like run around the castle. Let's talk to you. What's my first task, lady? I'm running so fast. I'm gonna go sit on your chair. I can't do that now. Are you playing Contact?
You are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
Speak to the 3 houses leaders and gather information on the students in each house. The students can be found in the reception hall on the 1st floor and throughout the academy. Oh, I get a sword and... Quests are given around the monastery. Those who can give involved quests with each other. Got it.
You there?
Oh, we got another loots.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I
See you later,
recommended you as a
Jester.
professor
Have
here.
fun.
Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives.
How's everything
of the
with you,
students
Zach? How was
came
your day?
across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Oh god, does that mean we have to go visit chick that was hitting on me? I'm gonna go visit her first. This is not. This is advisory room. This is not. Okay, so we have a menu, storehouse. I think this is where we store like extra weapons and stuff. Let's save real quick. Here we go. All right. Mini-map up in the right corner. Change view by pressing the ZR button. Whoa!
What do you think?
Oh my goodness. Oh god. Yeah, no, we're just gonna keep it in this view. Hello kids. I'm your teacher. You're a little taller than me. I'm running. I don't like that man. Oh. Oh, there she is. There's our homegirl.
Yes.
Hey.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Sure. Okay, yeah, so those cutscenes, those are the people within them. Hubert.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
Okay. I don't want to do that. Ferdinand.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Iron, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
Okay.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him.
I can
and
relate.
Nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
I like his defining ability is catnap. If unit takes no action except wait, recovers 10% of max HP. That's actually pretty cool. That's a good ability.
He's the second son of Count Bergles. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
Okay, I like him.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
I like this. I mean, I feel like there's so much in depth with these characters and this game.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Petra.
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Huh. Interesting.
So, I never properly introduced. I am the prince. I
You did this
I hope
already.
you had a chance to meet everyone.
Okay. We talked to you.
Huh? Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Got it. Carry on. Okay. This way. Oh. Are those dogs? Or cats? Can't tell. Where's Claude? Oh, there he is.
Well, well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Sure. Tell me about your classmates. Tell me about yourself.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little. He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
Okay.
There. He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually that's about it.
I love how his shirt is way too tight. His shirt is way too tight. Like, dude, get this man a better shirt.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents. Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Okay, you're a little bit of a bully.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
Okay.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
Okay.
Leone enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
Yeah, that's,
These are cats. Can't pet the cat? Why are there cats out here? Anybody? Anybody know why there are cats out here?
This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Got it.
What do you think? The Golden Deer House is for students. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance.
Okay, I get it.